This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
So I just got back from a girls' trip in Spain. It was
trip.
great. Yes, got on the flight, and I was the one who was not sitting with the rest of the girls. We had an odd number.
Feel like we spent enough time together.
Yes, yes. But I sat in a seat, and there was nobody beside me. I had the window seat.
That's the best.
And there was nobody in the aisle seat, and I was like, okay. And you know, everybody's done this, right? You're doing the countdown to when they close the doors, and you're like, please nobody come, please nobody come,
Home
please
free,
nobody come.
Put your feet up.
Yeah, and they're about like 2 minutes from closing everything up, and it's being, you know, because I don't see anybody else moving on the plane. And then this guy comes running in, and he's like in a huff. Like, obviously, he probably had a connecting flight, and comes and sits right beside me. And as soon as he sits down, just this like waft of BO just comes my way.
Stop
Like,
it. No.
And in fairness, the guy was running. He's sweating fine. I thought maybe it would dissipate.
The BO would clear.
No, it was so bad. It was like it really bad to the point where I was like, is this ever going to go away? Did this man shower?
Like he was just lingering like the beast?
It was lingering. And this is an 8-hour flight. Okay.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
an 8-hour flight. And the first thing he did when he sat down, he took his socks off.
No.
He took his socks off.
That's not okay.
So now,
shoes and socks?
So now I'm smelling BO and the smell of his feet.
Did he give you the courtesy, like look at you to see like if it's okay? He just
No. And then
I've never seen that.
And then, so I'm already like, this is bad. I asked for a blanket. I have a blanket now that I'm wearing. I put my hoodie on.
You think the blanket's going to protect you?
Well,
It's not a force shield.
Well, eventually, I was like, it's some way I'm going to have to like go under the covers or something to get away from this. But then, I promise you, it's a trifecta. It's always a trifecta.
What else?
So we've got the BO, we've got the feet, the smelly feet, and then the gas.
No,
Out
you're lying.
Loud, like not even trying to, disguise it. It's loud, it's proud, it's so stinky. I had to put my hood on, put the blanket over my face. Now I'm just eyeballs.
But like belching or
No,
from the other side.
The other end.
And it wasn't even like silent
No,
but deadly?
it was loud and proud, and I had I wanted to still watch movies on my screen, so you just see eyes. And then it got so bad because you're right, the blanket doesn't protect you. I went and I got hand cream out of my bag, and I just started like putting hand cream on my hands so I could just smell my own hands.
Now you're masking it, and it's like flowers and all those.
Did he not like register that this was happening, that the person beside me is covering up every way she can?
I don't know. I made no eye contact. I didn't look over. I didn't even leave my seat for 8 hours. I had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't go because I was like,
ask to move, or was it packed?
I didn't want to walk past him. I was just, and then eventually I had to. It was
So
it
no
was
word was exchanged
horrible.
for an 8-hour flight? No,
No.
hey, how's it going? Hey,
No.
can you mind putting nothing?
No. And I feel bad even saying this. Like I know, like, some people can't help it or whatever, but it was 8 hours.
But if you have to pass gas like that, maybe like for the courtesy of your seatmate, maybe get up, go to the bathroom, do it there, and then come back to your seat.
Maybe that's what you should do.
Yeah. Like, I mean, listen, sometimes the plane makes a lot of noise, a lot of rumbling. Maybe he's thinking like, I can let one slide by here. No one's going to hear it.
No, I heard it.
For 8 hours.
No, I heard it. And I had headphones on. No, I'm kidding.
This is the type of there's like pages like passenger shaming and these are stories I've only seen on Instagram, and I'm like, is this real? You lived this? BO, socks off, and then cutting them audibly and florally.
And it coming in my direction. I'm sure I'm not the only one who this has happened to.
Okay, have you ever had a seatmate like this? A worse seatmate, maybe, than Pooja? What's your worst seatmate story?
Yeah, maybe not on a plane. It could be anywhere. Maybe you're in a movie theater. It could be any story involving a seatmate. Please make me feel better.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
We want to know if you have a bad seatmate story. By the way, before we get to it, Michelle texting in going, that's awful, Pooja. I don't think I'd ever want to take a flight ever again. My husband once had a lady behind him kicking the seat like a full-grown adult.
Oh, no.
And then she put her bare feet on the armrest.
No!
And another person giving you advice here, Pooja, saying, airplane situation, this is why I always point the vent toward my nose.
Oh, I didn't even think about the vents.
Yeah, just have that blasting at your face.
Oh, that would have been a smart idea. I think I just didn't want to move from my position because I was like, this smells so bad. All right, can you share your story? What's your worst seatmate story? Let's go to Margot in Toronto.
Yes, I do. Well, I think it was worse. I was on the plane, and a woman sat down beside me, and she had a big box of chocolates. And it was a 5-hour flight, and she ate the chocolate slowly, and she kept humming the whole time.
Wait, did you say humming?
Humming, but loudly.
So she's just crushing chocolate and humming.
And she was enjoying herself.
Did she offer you some chocolate?
No, she didn't.
What kind of chocolate?
Cherries inside chocolate.
I mean, there's a part of me that's actually like, I love that she was in her happy place and having chocolates and like humming, but I can see as a seatmate, that's not fun.
Was she at least a good like hummer? Like, could you name that tune? Where you're like, oh yeah, I know that song. No?
No.
Margot, thank you. That does make me feel better.
That's good. Have a happy day.
You too.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Humming and eating chocolates is such a weird.
I would take humming and chocolate over
For sure.
what I experience
Yours
any day.
Still way better. Okay, Bindi and Markham texting in to say, one time I paid extra for the exit row, and this man sat beside me, took his shoes and socks off, like your situation, and then his wife, who was sitting behind him, kept proceeding to pass him food through the headrest gap between us the whole 8-hour flight.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's bad.
I would have taken some of that food.
Yes, please. No, thank you. I'm allergic. Do you have something else back there?
And to make it even weirder, they were chocolate-covered cherries. Okay, no, that part I
and
made
humming
up.
too, right?
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, here are 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Okay, so a guy named David Sirkin, an older retired gentleman from Lethbridge, Alberta, won $1 million on May 3rd in the Lotto 649 Gold Ball draw. Yay!
Nice.
Right? Lottery wins happen all the time. Why is that a story? Well, it's not, in and of itself. 6 months ago, David Sirkin, Lethbridge man, elderly retired gentleman, in November, won $1 million playing the 649. Same guy. Surely that's it, right? No, just 3 months prior to that, David Sirkin, Lethbridge, retired, older man.
What?
In August, won $500,000 on the Lotto Max. This guy won the lottery 3 times in 9 months, totaling $2.5 million. And to make it even crazier, these weren't even his first 3 lottery wins. 12 years ago, he won $250,000 in a separate draw. Dude's been buying 649 tickets since it launched in 1982.
Okay, what does he know that we don't know? Is he just the luckiest man on earth? Like, what are the odds?
My head right away went to like, okay, this is something nefarious is going on. No, apparently not. He just is super lucky. Says he took his wife to Hawaii after the last win. Now he's taking her to Newfoundland after winning another $1 million. Good to be David Sirkin of Lethbridge, Alberta.
Okay, do we know the odds of that happening? It's got to be ridiculous.
I know the odds to win like the Lotto Max once, and it's insane. But to win, I wasn't that good at finite math. And to win 4 lotteries, I don't even know what.
You're looking at me. I can't help.
Isn't that insane? People just want to win one.
I just want to go near him and like I don't know, have something rub off on me.
Let's have your aura, David Sirkin. What do you got?
Okay, so we know AI is the future, and it's already here, making our lives a lot easier. We depend on it. A lot of people use it for information, but you have to remember it's not always accurate. And recently, researchers put 7 leading AI models to the test with a graduate-level history exam. And even the best models that they had only got 46% of the questions right. That was the accuracy.
And this is history. This is factual stuff that's out there. There's plenty of literature on it. AI just couldn't accurately grab it?
Yeah, so the best one, by the way, was ChatGPT 4 Turbo. But it's not your typical high school exam. So that's not what it is. This was if you were a student of a graduate history program. So you're trying to get your PhD, let's say, in history. But just so you know, ChatGPT has memorized the entire internet. It has access to all the information. You would think it would do better than 46%.
I feel like history would be a safer subject to go with because it's all out there.
It's there. There's facts. There's things you can pull on. And I should mention that they have put it to the test for standardized testing, and that it does very well on 80% accuracy there.
Interesting. I wonder how good it is at predicting the future if it doesn't really know history. Maybe I'll ask it for some lottery numbers a la David Sirkin. Maybe that's what he's doing.
I like that. Full circle moment.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
If you've ever lived in a condo or an apartment, you may appreciate this story. So, I'm a condo guy. I've been in condos for 15 years, and every about twice a year, they come in and they'll swap out the air filter and do the little
whatever maintenance thing that they do.
Yeah, sure, and it's great. I love clean air. That's awesome.
I love breathing.
Yeah, I love breathing clean air. I will say I've been in a new building for a little over a year now, and I love it. However, the issue has been in summers. It's the air doesn't get cold enough. Like it's really hot in summers, and
it's so tough, especially with all the windows and all the sun that's coming in condos. A lot of people experience that.
But I'm also I'm paying a ton in maintenance. Like, can I get my AC just working to a reasonable temperature? So I didn't get a very good explanation last year as to why it wasn't working, but they assured me it'd be better this summer. So far, it's not great.
Uh-oh.
So they came in last week to do the swapping of the air filter. I know, I've built up this reputation here as this smart guy, this trivia guy. There's some things I'm really smart at. There's some stuff that I feel like a complete idiot, and this is one of them.
Well, you don't do it. If you don't do it, how are you supposed to know?
And what I'm about to tell you, this is totally on me. So the guy comes in, they send a security guard, and then they send the HVAC guy with the gloves and a little hazmat-looking suit and his little vacuum, and he's vacuuming stuff. So I'm just trying to get some answers. So I'm like, hey, any idea why, I'm setting it to 18 degrees at night, but it's only getting to 22. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, it's the HVAC, see? And oh, yeah, well, it's the air filtration system, right? Because the pipes, it's on a pull system. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull from the lake, and that's going to drop air through the building, right? So as more people start to turn the temperature, what it's going to do is it's going to magnify through and I'm like...
Is this what it feels like when I try to explain something scientifically to you, where you're just like, what are you even saying?
Yeah, a little bit. Although this guy legitimately sounded like he knew what he was talking about. It was completely over my head, and I desperately wanted to understand. And at some point, I think I just surrendered to it. And I just kind of was like, oh, yeah. And
the HVAC. Oh, the good old HVAC.
And I swear he left, and I was more confused than I was at the beginning. And I didn't want to seem like an idiot, so I just went along with it.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, you are not alone in that. How many people do that about so many things? I do that about wine.
Oh, God, yeah.
Especially when the waiter comes for you to come and test it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
As long as there's not bits of cork in it, fill me up. It's fine. It's good.
I'll swirl it, I'll smell it, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. Wine tastes like wine.
Yeah, I felt defeated, and it's still hot in my condo, and I don't know what's happening.
I wish I could help you because I understood nothing of what you also said, but I think that happens where you kind of fake it. You pretend like you know what somebody's talking about, but you have no idea, and you just go with it. I've done this with movies. You know the movie Tenet?
Okay, I've never seen it, but I've heard it's super confusing.
So confusing. I watched it a second time. Still have no idea what happened, but I will tell people that I know. Oh yes, it's it's the concept of time, and the it's backwards, it's forwards, it's upside down. It's all the things.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So we want to know, is there a time when you pretended to know something that you absolutely do not? Let's go to Lauren in Scarborough.
I had the same experience as you did. One young fella came in one summer, and he acted like he was professional. All he did was change the filter, vacuum the area, and that was it. Turned out, I ended up having to call in someone else who was a professional, and it was the valve. There's a valve, it gets all dry, and the moisture will cause it all to seize up.
Lauren, I think it's happening again to me right now. The moisture and the pipes. And
there's a valve.
There's a valve. I didn't know this.
It's a valve, and just like your car is running, the AC is running. It's like the same thing.
I don't understand cars either. Lauren, can you come fix my AC?
Yeah.
Thanks
for the
call, Lauren. Take care.
No problem. Good luck. Take care.
That did not help me.
No, clearly not. Kelsey from Etobicoke writing us saying, I pretend to understand my iPhone updates. Every time it says new features, I just nod like I know what any of them are. I still don't know what focus mode does.
Oh my God, that's so true. What is focus mode?
No idea.
My phone tells me it's in focus mode, and I'm just like, I'm like, what does this even mean? Okay, Cheryl from Mississauga, what's the thing you pretend to understand, but you absolutely do not?
My kids. I find myself looking at these small humans, listening to their stories, and just nodding my head, smiling, walking away going, what just happened?
How old are your kids?
I don't understand. One is 10, very confusing, and my son is 5, and he is basically an 80-year-old man trapped in a child's body. So he talks like he has seen some stuff. And I am just, he tells me stories from school, and I'm just staring at him, and I'm like, I am almost 40 years old, and I know nothing of what you're speaking of. I've seen none of these things. And I feel so dumb. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be keeping you guys alive. And
that's so funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cheryl, that is outstanding. Thank you so much for the call.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
Amanda from Toronto texting in going, crypto. That's it, just crypto. I've nodded my way through entire conversations at parties while I'm screaming on the inside.
Same. I've done the exact same thing. My husband works in the space. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Get started on trying to understand the blockchain.
Oh, yeah, don't get me started on that one. One more call here. Let's go to Ed in Toronto. What's something that you pretend to understand, but you absolutely do not?
Read headlines from the newspaper, but I would initiate the conversation with someone, and they were into it. But I knew nothing more other than the headline. So, which has now come full circle. I stay under a rock and it's safer.
Ed, I hate to break it to you, but I do that all the time on this show because when Gurdeep asks follow-up questions, I'm like, I don't know. That was what the headline said.
The knowledge base is a mile wide, but only an inch deep.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks
for hearing from you.
Take care.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Egg Day.
Egg Day.
Come on.
We love our eggs.
Love eggs so much. Eggs are just one of the most versatile, lovable foods. There pretty much isn't a way I don't like an egg other than hard-boiled.
Really? What do you have against hard-boiled?
It's utilitarian. It's good. You can travel with it, but it doesn't eat it for sustenance. It's the only form of egg I don't enjoy.
Really?
I know Steph is a big hard-boiled egg fan.
I do. I love
Sorry,
them.
Steph.
I love them.
I feel like your hard-boiled eggs would be gray. Like you probably just don't prepare them well.
No, I've had good ones, even from restaurants, whatever. And I'm just
still
it
don't
just
like
doesn't really do it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to test you guys. This has become sort of a thing now, pitting you two against each other. This is me compensating for Kempe Gurdeep, I think.
This is payback is what it is.
This is a very important question. Who wants to go first? Because I think this is going to impact the result.
Well, then you choose.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to choose.
What?
No.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Pooja's going to go first. Okay,
In the interest of time.
here we go. Yeah, fair. Good point.
No, wait. I want to go first.
Okay, here we go. Pooch, first question is to you.
Yes.
I'm hot, messy, and nobody really knows what I'm supposed to look like, but I still somehow make it into breakfast burritos everywhere. What kind of egg am I?
Scrambled?
That is correct. One for Pooch. Steph, to you. I'm calm, composed, and elegant. I require gentle water and tons of patience. I'm brunch royalty and a hollandaise queen.
Oh, poached.
Yes. Yes.
That's actually
Well
my
done.
favorite, poached.
Me too. Poached is great. All right, back to Pooch. I'm hard on the outside, soft in the middle, and I've been through boiling water and emotional damage. What kind of egg am I?
Is that a hard-boiled egg?
Steph for the steal.
What? It's hard on the outside and soft on the inside and boiled? What was the water thing? What happened in the water?
Hard on the outside, soft in the middle. I've been through boiling water and emotional damage. For the
It's
steal.
not hard-boiled? No.
That's soft-boiled, guys. Hard-boiled's
Oh,
not soft.
right.
No,
It's
come
boiled.
on.
Okay.
Whatever.
Soft-boiled's delicious. Okay, this is to you, Steph. You don't eat me for breakfast. You eat me at fancy parties next to shrimp rings and questionable small talk. What kind of egg am I?
Deviled eggs?
Deviled egg is correct. Okay, back to Pooch.
Yummy.
They are good.
I'm classic, I'm bright, and I stare up at you with my big yolk eye. Don't you dare flip me. What kind of egg am I?
Oh, are you sunny side up?
That is correct. Okay, 2-2. Back to Steph. I'm the overachiever, not soft, not runny. I'm cooked all the way through on both sides like a stressed out version of my sunny cousin. What kind of egg am I?
Over easy? Isn't it over easy?
Close.
Say it again.
I'm the overachiever. Not soft, not runny. I'm cooked all the way through on both sides like a stressed out version of my sunny cousin.
It's over easy.
I thought it would have said over easy too.
Close. This is maybe the hardest question.
What is it?
Over hard. Over easy is when you only cook it for a little bit on one side.
Soft-boiled, hard-boiled, over hard. This is no same thing.
Okay, so well, you know what? We're just going to keep going with this. Why not? Back to Pooja here. These are the final two questions. Right now, we're tied at 2. I'm not for breakfast. I'm for finding in your backyard in April. What kind of egg am I?
An Easter egg.
Okay. And the final question is to Steph. This is for the tie, Steph. If you don't get this, Pooja wins back-to-back games. I'm not edible. I'm ridiculously expensive, covered in jewels, and I live in a glass case next to security guards. What kind of egg am I?
I can't remember the name. Hold on.
I got this
Is
wrong.
Is it Fabergé egg?
Oh, yes! So good.
Well, we've settled nothing. It's 3-all. You all better get some soft-boiled eggs in your life.
I was trying to think of the word, and all that was coming to my mind was aubergine.
That's what I guessed on Ken B. Gurdeep when I got it wrong.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Did you know that you can call Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers to wish him and his teammates good luck in the Stanley Cup Finals? We can do this right now. You can do this too. Here's the number, 780-665-5297.
Oh, 97 for McDavid.
Oh, okay. Should we try?
All right, let's call him.
Okay.
Hey, it's Connor. Leave a message to cheer us on in the Stanley Cup Final.
Hey, Connor, what's going on, man? I just want to let you know that we're super proud of you. We're cheering for the Oilers, even though we're in Toronto, and we hope you bring the cup home.
Hi, Connor. It's me. Well, you don't know me, but I know you, of course. I know you. I know your mom, and I know where you live, but not like in a stalker kind of way, like not like that. I mean, I know you because like my husband's like yelled out your name at the TV a few times. So.
Hey, Connor, hey, Gurdeep again here. Hey, listen, man, you and Leon and the Oilers, you guys are killing it this year. We're so proud of you. We know you're going to get it done.
Yeah, stay hydrated, like drink a lot of water. One time at a job interview, I drank pickle juice to stay hydrated and it's supposed to help you focus. Like you might want to try that, but it didn't actually work. So maybe not. You probably have your own thing because you're like a professional.
BioSteel. He drinks BioSteel. Connor, we know you got the deal with BioSteel. And look, you're going to win your second Conn Smythe. And the cup is going to come to Canada for the first time in 32 years.
Yeah, go get that cup. Like the cup it's all about the cup and like, I don't know, put snacks in it and you got to win it first. And then
what are you
snacks?
doing?
Do you
what are
snack?
you doing?
Do they snack? Do they get hungry?
What are you doing?
Go.
We got cut off. You took too long. You blew it.
Oh, sorry. Can't we just re-record it?
I mean, we could do another one, but Connor's going to hear that. He's going to think we're a couple of losers now, mostly you.
I'm awkward. You know that about me, but there should be you can delete a text after you send it or you can delete an email. Why can't you delete a voicemail? Because I'm sure there are other people like me who get awkward on voicemail.
I mean, we've all had like a do-over voicemail. I feel like yours are probably all do-overs. Have you ever wanted to do over a voicemail? Like Pooja. Give us a call.
From CHFI Studios.
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It happens sometimes.
Yes, next time I'm leaving my own voicemail, you can leave yours separately. Thanks for
Sometimes
losers now.
When you have pressure like that in a voicemail situation, you wish you could do it over again.
Yeah, I just figured since you talk for a living, maybe you might handle it a little better.
Well, I'm just talking to you. That's different.
Mary from Belleville, have you ever wanted a voicemail do-over?
Back in the day, answer machines, I called a number to tell the coach my son would not be playing at the soccer game because our daughter broke her wrist and I was sitting in emergency with her. And next week, he asked me, why didn't your son show up at the game? I said, I left you a message on your answer machine. And he said, I don't have an answer machine. So I have no idea who I left that message to.
You left a message about not making the game, your son not making the game because your daughter had an injury to unlike someone's random voicemail.
Yeah, and some stranger got the voicemail that my son won't be attending the soccer game.
Oh dear. And that you're in the hospital in the emergency room as well.
Yeah, at a payphone, right? Back in the day, at a payphone.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Mary, it happens, okay?
You needed a dialing do-over. Mary, thanks so much for the call.
Have a good day.
That's bad. It's still not as bad as what just occurred in the studio.
You were probably wishing that we called the wrong number.
I would have been happy if we had called someone else on the Oilers, not the captain, not Connor McDavid. Yours, what you just did on McDavid's voicemail was the worst voicemail since John Favreau from Swingers. Remember that one?
No.
Have a listen.
Hi, this is Nikki. Leave a message.
Hi, this is Mike.
I just called to say that I had a great time, and you should call me tomorrow or in 2 days, whatever.
Hi, this is Nikki. Leave a message.
Hi, Nikki, this is Mike again. I just called because it sounded like your machine might have cut me off. Anyhow, my number is 21...
Hi, this is Nikki. Leave a message.
213-555-4679. That's it. Just want to leave my number.
Hi, this is Nikki. Leave a message.
I just got out of a 6-year relationship, okay? That should help explain why I'm acting so weird.
This is a train wreck.
Hi, this is Nikki. Leave a message.
Nikki and Mike, this just isn't working out. All right? It's only been 6 months.
Mike?
Nikki, great. Did you just walk in, or were you listening all along?
Don't ever call me again.
I guess yours wasn't so bad, Pooja.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.